Good day, and welcome to Hiroshima University's English Podcast.
Hi everyone, Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! I'm Joe.
And I'm Kay.
We all wish you a great 2019. We hope you stay healthy and that your families and work are also successful.
And to begin the new year, we are pleased to present part 3 of our Shakespeare play called
A Midsummer Night's Dream.
So Joe, can you tell us about some of Shakespeare's other famous plays?
Sure, Kay. There are a lot of them. One, of course, is Romeo and Juliet, which we did here at Hiroshima University's English podcast a few years ago.
Yes, everyone. If you look in our drama section, you can find Romeo and Juliet. I think it's a really good podcast.
And let me tell you about 2 other famous Shakespeare plays which I really like.
So what are they?
One is called Hamlet.
Oh, Hamlet. I've heard of it.
It's about a prince named Hamlet. Hamlet's father, the king, is killed, probably by Hamlet's uncle.
Oh dear.
Then the uncle quickly and happily marries Hamlet's mother, the queen.
How does Hamlet know that the uncle killed Hamlet's father?
One night, the ghost of the father tells Hamlet to get revenge.
復讐するように夢枕に立ったんですね。
And the play is interesting because Hamlet has a terrible decision to make. Should he really kill his own uncle, whom his mother seems to love?
Oh dear.
And did he really see a ghost, or was it just his imagination?
Hamlet, a story of a revenge and tragedy.
Yes. And one more excellent Shakespeare play is called King Lear.
So I guess that's about a king named Lear, right?
Yes. And he is old. He has 3 daughters.
Okay, 3 daughters.
The 2 oldest daughters always praise the king, telling him how great he is and how much they love him. But the youngest daughter, named Cordelia, just quietly loves him without saying much.
Oh, she does not loudly praise him.
Right. So the king gets angry at Cordelia and kicks her out of the kingdom.
だから追い払われてしまったんですね。
And then the king gives the 2 oldest daughters all of his land, and Cordelia gets nothing.
Oh, poor Cordelia.
But then, after getting power, the older daughters take away all of the king's powers, and he goes crazy. The king really regrets hurting Cordelia. She was the one person who really loved him.
Oh.
Both Hamlet and King Lear really make you think about human relations and what is important in life.
I see. Speaking about interesting human relations, Joe, let's go back to part 3 of our play, A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Okay. Everyone, as you remember, in part 2, Oberon, the king of the fairies, tells his assistant, Puck, to put magic juice on Demetrius's eyes so that Demetrius will love Helena.
Right.
But actually, Puck accidentally put it on Lysander's eyes.
Oh my gosh.
And when Lysander woke up, the first person he saw was Helena, the friend of his true lover, Hermia.
Oh my gosh, oh no.
So, because of the magic juice, Lysander fell in love with Helena.
Oh, poor Lysander and Hermia. They did not want this to happen.
Right. Lysander, because of the magic, began telling Helena how beautiful she was, how great she was, and that he loved her.
Oh my gosh, I don't want to hear about that. Oh dear.
Helena, of course, was shocked to hear this, because she knew that Lysander was her friend, Hermia's fiancé.
Yes.
Helena even thought she was being mocked and scorned.
嘲笑されてるとか軽蔑されてるって思ったんですね。
Helena thought she was being mocked and scorned not only by Lysander, but also by Demetrius, her true lover, who was trying to run away from her.
Poor Helena.
So Helena ran away, with Lysander chasing her.
Oh dear.
When Hermia woke up, she got scared because she was alone.
That's natural, actually, yeah.
Meanwhile, Demetrius, who had been searching for Hermia, could not find her. So he got tired and went to sleep.
Everyone falls asleep in this forest.
Yes. Soon King Oberon learned that Puck had put the magic juice on Lysander's eyes instead of Demetrius's eyes, who he really wanted to affect. So Oberon found Demetrius sleeping and put the magic juice on his eyes.
Okay.
Well, when Demetrius woke up, the first person he saw was Helena. So now both Demetrius and Lysander love Helena.
Oh.
And then Hermia came,
Okay.
and she was shocked to see that both Lysander and Demetrius loved Helena, even though they had both loved her before.
なんかかわいそうになってきてしまいました。
That's right. So, of course, Hermia got mad at Helena
Yes.
for stealing Lysander. And Hermia and Helena started fighting.
Oh no, two friends are fighting.
Then Demetrius and Lysander started fighting because they both loved Helena.
Oh.
When Helena and Hermia realized that their lovers, Demetrius and Lysander, were not near them, Helena and Hermia went looking for them. As soon as they were gone, the fairy king and Puck started talking. Puck was happy to see all the confusion.
Yes, Puck likes playing tricks.
But Oberon was worried that Lysander and Demetrius would kill each other.
Oh my god.
So the king told Puck to put a thick fog in the forest so that Lysander and Demetrius could not see each other. Then Oberon told Puck to counterfeit Lysander's and Demetrius's voices.
Counterfeit here is like imitate, 真似をするってことですね。
In the fog, Puck should use their voices to threaten each other so that the two men will follow Puck in the fog and get tired.
Okay.
And then, when they are asleep, Puck should put on their eyes a new magic juice from a different flower so that when they awake, Lysander forgets about Helena and only loves Hermia.
Okay, that'll be natural.
And Demetrius will love Helena.
Oh, so a happy ending?
Let's find out in part 3.
Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream, written by Charles and Mary Lamb. Had he first seen Hermia when he awoke, the blunder Puck committed would have been of no consequence, for he could not love that faithful lady too well. But for poor Lysander to be forced by a fairy love charm to forget his own true Hermia and to run after another lady, and leave Hermia asleep quite alone in a wood at midnight, was a sad chance indeed. Thus, this misfortune happened. Helena, as has been before related, endeavored to keep pace with Demetrius when he ran away so rudely from her. But she could not continue this unequal race long, men being always better runners in a long race than ladies. Helena soon lost sight of Demetrius, and as she was wandering about, dejected and forlorn, she arrived at the place where Lysander was sleeping. "Ah," said she, "this is Lysander, lying on the ground. Is he dead or asleep?" Then, gently touching him, she said, Good sir, if you are alive, awake. Upon this, Lysander opened his eyes, and the love charm beginning to work, immediately addressed her in terms of extravagant love and admiration, telling her she as much excelled Hermia in beauty as a dove does a raven, and that he would run through fire for her sweet sake, and many more such lover-like speeches. Helena, knowing Lysander was her friend Hermia's lover, and that he was solemnly engaged to marry her, was in the utmost rage when she heard herself addressed in this manner, for she thought, as well she might, that Lysander was making a jest of her. "Oh," said she, "why was I born to be mocked and scorned by everyone? Is it not enough, young man, that I can never get a sweet look or a kind word from Demetrius? But you, sir, must pretend in this disdainful manner to court me? I thought, Lysander, you were a lord of more true gentleness." Saying these words in great anger, she ran away, and Lysander followed her, quite forgetful of his own Hermia, who was still asleep. When Hermia awoke, she was in a sad fright at finding herself alone. She wandered about the wood, not knowing what was become of Lysander, or which way to go to seek for him. In the meantime, Demetrius, not being able to find Hermia and his rival Lysander, and fatigued with his fruitless search, was observed by Oberon fast asleep. Oberon had learned by some questions he had asked of Puck that he had applied the love charm to the wrong person's eyes, and now, having found the person first intended, he touched the eyelids of the sleeping Demetrius with the love juice, and he instantly awoke, and the first thing he saw being Helena, he, as Lysander had done before, began to address love speeches to her. And just at that moment Lysander, followed by Hermia, for through Puck's unlucky mistake, it was now become Hermia's turn to run after her lover, made his appearance, and then Lysander and Demetrius, both speaking together, made love to Helena, they being each one under the influence of the same potent charm. The astonished Helena thought that Demetrius, Lysander, and her once dear friend Hermia were all in a plot together to make a jest of her. Hermia was as much surprised as Helena. She knew not why Lysander and Demetrius, who both before loved her, were now become the lovers of Helena, and to Hermia the matter seemed to be no jest. The ladies, who before had always been the dearest of friends, now fell to high words together. "Unkind Hermia," said Helena, "it is you have set Lysander on to vex me with mock praises, and your other lover Demetrius, who used almost to spurn me with his foot, have you not bid him call me goddess, nymph, rare, precious, and celestial? He would not speak thus to me, whom he hates, if you did not set him on to make a jest of me. Unkind Hermia, to join with men in scorning your poor friend. Have you forgot our school-day friendship? How often, Hermia, have we two, sitting on one cushion, both singing one song, with our needles working the same flower, both on the same sampler rod, growing up together in fashion of a double cherry, scarcely seeming parted. Hermia, it is not friendly in you. It is not maidenly to join with men in scorning your poor friend. I am amazed at your passionate words, said Hermia. I scorn you not. It seems you scorn me. I do, returned Helena. Persevere, counterfeit serious looks, and make mouths at me when I turn my back, then wink at each other and hold the sweet jest up. If you had any pity, grace, or manners, you would not use me thus. While Helena and Hermia were speaking these angry words to each other, Demetrius and Lysander left them to fight together in the wood for the love of Helena. When they found the gentlemen had left them, they departed, and once more wandered weary in the wood in search of their lovers. As soon as they were gone, the fairy king, who with little Puck had been listening to their quarrels, said to him, "This is your negligence, Puck. Or did you do this willfully?" "Believe me, King of Shadows," answered Puck, "it was a mistake. Did not you tell me I should know the man by his Athenian's garments? However, I'm not sorry this had happened, for I think their jangling makes excellent sport." "You heard," said Oberon, "that Demetrius and Lysander are gone to seek a convenient place to fight in. I command you to overhang the night with a thick fog and lead these quarrelsome lovers so astray in the dark that they shall not be able to find each other. Counterfeit each of their voices to the other, and with the bitter taunts provoke them to follow you, while they think it is their rival's tongue they hear. See you do this till they are so weary they can go no farther. And when you find they are asleep, drop the juice of this other flower into Lysander's eyes. And when he awakes, he will forget his new love for Helena, and return to his old passion for Hermia, and then the two fair ladies may each one be happy with the man she loves, and they will think all that has passed a vexatious dream. About this quickly, Puck, and I will go and see what sweet love my Titania has found."
Well, everyone, will King Oberon's plan be successful?
And don't forget that Oberon has his own problem with Queen Titania.
Will they be okay?
Let's find out next month with the conclusion of Shakespeare's play.
And next month, we'll also talk about some of the famous Shakespeare tourist spots in England.
Oh, tourist spots, which we can visit in the near future. Sounds good.
See you next time at Hiroshima University's English Podcast.
Bye-bye. Questions from our listeners.
Yay, everybody likes this part of the program, right?
And today's question is from Miu in Japan to me. Thank you.
Yes, this is a question for Kay. And the question is, Kay, you're from Okayama,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
What is some special food in Okayama?
Actually, 岡山 is not a very special place, so すごい難しいんですけど、有名なのは、桃とか、あとアレキサンドリアっていう種類のブドウ、あとはきびだんごっていうのがすごい有名です。
That's right.
それではまだまだ私たちへの個人的な質問や英語わかんないとかいろんな質問をお待ちしております。Twitter やアプリのレビュー、Facebook への書き込みお願いします。
See you!